Welcome back to Views with Hughes, your Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes, and if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. So now we see some new news here that, well, it's not really new news per se, but now many investors are being encouraged to go ahead and sell the Disney stock. All right, so this was reported before on May 29th, where Disney is scrapping $1 billion campus in Florida and could screw over adjacent developers banking in on it to build their own projects. That's coming from report. So they made this decision in Orlando this month, and it could leave many people surrounding the development projects like Lake Nona community scrambling. So this is basically on the decision where Disney made to scrap the campus, and it's going to affect a lot of projects nearby. And this is what it says here, that thousands of homes were built after Disney announced its plans. All right, but the development group that owns the land said that Disney's decision would not affect it. I don't know, but this has been reported for a while now. But other than that, just like, let's take a bigger picture. Look at the picture. Looking at the stock from Disney right now, it's at $87 Okay, so it's still dropping and it's rising a little bit, but it's not really bankable as it was before because of the fact that, well, now with the release of the mini content, the layoffs, news of the layoffs, as well as what they're going to be doing with Disney Plus, now they on the a website is encouraging investors to ditch Disney stock as one of the three shaky stocks to ditch before June 2023. So this is coming from Investor Place. It's lined up with companies like Intel, the company that works in tech and computers, and also Ford. And if you're on a list with Ford where your stock needs to be ditched, then that says a lot about your company. The fact that it's not performing well. So let's get down to the part where it talks about Disney. It says on the day of this writing, shares of Walt Disney Company has slipped below $90 a share and were fast approaching a new 52-week low. Disney stock continues to be in a free fall despite interim CEO Bob Iger's efforts to right the ship at the House of Mouse. At the Mouse House, it says here. Iger has announced about 7,000 job cuts. Woo. And scale back the enormous spending on new content. He has also introduced a basic plan for Disney Plus that now includes advertisements and no downloads. So yeah, that's not putting like a lot of confidence into the company itself, where the streaming platform where it doesn't have ads is now exploring an ad tier option, and that's what is leading to its downfall, to be honest with you. Yet despite Iger's best efforts, Disney stock continues to sink. Wait, whoa. Despite his best efforts are the reason why Disney is in the state that it's in right now. It was like that before Bob Chapek took over. It was after he started taking over again. The fact that every decision that was made under him is the reason why Disney is not doing so well. So his best efforts are the worst efforts. And it continues to say here, the share price is now 55% below the peak it reached in March 2021 when people were still sheltering at home during the pandemic. So you mean to tell me that the numbers for the stock are lower than what it was during the pandemic when everything was closed? That should say a lot about the company itself. The fact that the company is doing so bad that it's lower than it was during the pandemic. The continued decline in the stock is a bit of a head scratcher, and it's not a head scratcher because a lot of us on YouTube has wondered everyone about it. It's a bit of a head scratcher as many of Disney's business lines, including its theme parks, cruise line, and theatrically released films, are performing. You sure about that? You sure about that they're performing strongly? Because I could have sworn that, they're not really making back the money that they spent on production and promoting the movie and marketing the movie and everything. The only Disney movie that I saw to make a huge success was Avatar have the way of water. No, few Marvel, no, one Marvel movie actually did okay, and that was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Whereas all the other Disney movies and everything, and the Marvel Studios movies and Lucasfilm is struggling, by the way. Like there was no theatrically released movie coming from Disney that was performing strongly, with the exception of Avatar: The Way of Water. So this website doesn't really know the state of Disney right now, or they have been listening to the right people. The company remains embroiled in a political battle with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, which could be weighing on the share price. Regardless of the reasons, things with Disney stock are going to be from bad to worse. Best for investors to move on from Mickey and friends. All right, so this is my issue with this site right here, because the fact that they know nothing about Disney right now. They don't know the current state of Disney. They don't know the ins and out of it. And if you're going to be a website specializing in investments, shouldn't you know the ins and outs of what's happening? That's going to also affect the price of the stock itself, if whether it's going to rise or drop and everything based on the activities that's happening within the business realm of the company. You know how the audience is receiving it. Like that's basically, I'm not much of a retail or company investor myself, but doesn't that, shouldn't you like see based on the audience reaction and reception or rejection of a product, that's going to determine how the stock for the company is going to perform? And also, like the theatrically released films performing strongly, have they not seen the numbers falling down for the Disney remakes? Have they not seen the performances of the Phase 4 of the MCU? Have they not seen the performance of, the Pixar films like Strange World and coming up soon with Elemental? Like it's a fail. Even Lightyear. Disney's failing, Disney's slumping. Disney is coming into some more problems due to the fact that of their investment tactic with the DEI initiative from the ESG investment model, and ESG is not a bankable investment model. And a lot of YouTubers have been encouraging companies to go ahead and get away from that model, but they're not listening, because of the fact that they're not listening to the people. They lost the core audiences and stuff. Core audiences moved to alternative entertainment or independent news and entertainment. Okay? Disney's no longer bankable. It's definitely time to go ahead and sell your stocks out there if you all still own Disney stocks. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Let me know what went wrong in the video. Also, do you think that this is going to start performing better, or do you think that it's going to continue in this downward fall, this downward trend? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what went wrong in the video. Also, share with me any additional thoughts that you might have about Disney that was not covered in this video. If you enjoy what I shared in this video, go ahead and smash the like button, and also share far wide across social media. If you haven't done so already and you enjoyed all the content I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.